This is Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
This
fires the three, and
is Carson-Newman men's basketball on the Eagles Sports Network.
Buzzer and ball game. Carson-Newman reigns over the Royals. The Eagles take home the 2021 Pilot Flying J South Atlantic Conference Men's Basketball Championship.
Today's game is brought to you in part by Appalachian Electric Cooperative, Domino's, Aramark, by ShopCNEagles.com, the Eagle Club, the Bible Insurance Agency, by Pepsi, by Magaha Electric, Inner Digital, by Food City, Trilite, Quality Sweets of Morristown, and by Lisa's Country Kitchen.
Now back to the voice of the Eagles, Adam Cavalier.
All right, we welcome you back courtside to Holt Fieldhouse, where Carson-Newman and Southern Wesleyan are set to match up. And we'll go ahead and get you squared away with the starting fives in this one. First, for the visitors from Southern Wesleyan, it goes for Brian Hewitt's group like this. It is a 3-guard, 2-forward lineup. The guards are Bryson Felder, Marcus Long, and Griffin Effenberger. They all average at least 8 points per game, with both Long and Felder on the plus side of 10, 6'3", 5'9", and 6'5", for the 3 guards. The 2 forwards, Tyron Hollis, a 6'1" junior from Little Rock, Arkansas, who is the top scorer on the floor with 13 points per game. And then Jamal Edmondson, a 6'6" forward from Charleston, South Carolina, 11 points per game on 59% shooting. Carson-Newman's starting lineup is exactly what it has been in every game this season. Carson-Newman trots out Tyler Bowens, Monty Johal, Luke Brennigan, and Ren Dyer to get the Eagles locked and loaded here inside of Holt Fieldhouse. Dyer and Thomas have provided the majority of the scoring punch for Carson-Newman. And not to say that that's a surprise. They've shown capability of it in the past. But this has been the year where they certainly have delivered in that regard. Thomas, the reigning SAC Player of the Week, the reigning Tennessee Sports Writers Association Player of the Week. And he averages 24 points in Carson-Newman's 2 games this season. Southern Wesleyan out in the royal blues, blue tops, blue shorts. A single solid white stripe up the side of the uniforms with white numerals on the front and back. Eagles in the pristine home whites, white tops, white shorts, blue numbers, trimmed in orange. And Thomas will jump it up against Edmondson here to get things underway inside of Holt Fieldhouse. Ball is in the air. Thomas knocks it back. Eagles win the tip, and we are underway for the first time inside of Holt Fieldhouse. Thomas at the head of the key for Carson-Newman against a switching man defense for the Warriors. Joe Hall bounces to Thomas, right block. Thomas backs down Ellis, turns, right-hand baby hook, won't fall. Bowens punches it up, but Edmondson takes it away, and Southern Wesleyan controls moving right to left. Hollis head of the key. Chest pass to the left wing, Long. Skip it to the right wing, Effenberger. Brennigan there at the top of the zone. That ever-present matchup for the Eagles. Effenberger head of the key, switches it left wing for Long. Back to Effenberger up top. Straight on 3, finds the bottom of the barrel. Wesley in the opening salvo with an Effenberger triple, and Southern Wesleyan leads at 3-0. 50 seconds in. Eagles the other way. Brennigan down the left side of the lane. Kick out Dyer, left corner. Catch 3, short front iron. Rebound batted into the air. Bowens a tap, but he lost the handle on it to Edmondson. Wesleyan controls, moving right to left. The right wing, Long. Skips it to Effenberger, left wing. Overhead pass into the paint for Edmondson. Drives on Thomas, gets to the right block, pivots, passes. Right point, Long, a 3. Back iron, no. Dyer yanks down the rebound over the SAC logo, gets it up the right sideline to Joe Hall, and the Eagles can tie with a 3 on this possession. Joe Hall, right wing. Curls to the head of the key on Effenberger. Crossover, move to the free throw line, skip it into the left corner for Brennigan with 15 to shoot. Brennigan pulls up, left wing, three, bottom. Luke Brennigan from range. And Carson-Newman knocks it at three with 18:20 to play in the first half. Southern Wesleyan onto the offensive end. 3 around 2 against the Eagles zone. Look for the backdoor lob. It's picked off. Dyer leaps in front of a long feed. Eagles into the front court. Johal, right wing triple. Rattle it home. Monty Johal fires from range. And the Eagles on a 6-0 burst. All from deep to grab their first lead. 6-3, 17:53 to play in the first half. Southern Wesleyan onto the offensive end. Head of the key for Hollis. Down into the left corner. Here's a Felder triple. Front of the 10, no good. Dyer, the backside board on the right block. Eagles push it front court. Brennigan, head of the key. Catch triple. Bullseye. Luke Brennigan from deep. 9 straight for the Eagles. And Carson-Newman leads at 9-3 with 17:22 to play first half. Warriors the other way. An Effenberger left wing three won't go down. And the Eagles get it onto the offensive end. Brennigan. Drop it off Thomas, right block. Pump, up and under move. Lost it. Whistle. Foul. Charge this to Jamal Edmondson. His first, team first. Well, Carson-Newman has come out firing. And the Eagles have knocked down back-to-back-to-back threes before getting a couple of Bryant Thomas free throws here. Thomas bends the knees, flips the first free throw up, and knocks it down. 10 straight for the Eagles after Southern Wesleyan. Southern Wesleyan makes a change. Wilvins Flarizard checks in for Effenberger. One more free throw for Bryant Thomas. Thomas bends the knees, flips the second free throw up, and rattles it in. 11-0 burst for Carson-Newman to take a 11-3 lead with 16:57 to play in the first half. Warriors onto the offensive end. Flarizard, head of the key, dribbles to the free throw line, leaps, passes, out of bounds. Flarizard was looking to draw the charge. Dyer hit the deck, didn't get the foul called, but Flarizard didn't really find a feeder and loses it out of bounds for a SWU turnover. Second of the day for the Warriors. Eagles bring it left to right. Carson-Newman's made its last 3 shots. Thomas down low, turn, right hand, baby hook. That's good over top of Edmondson. 12 in a row for the Eagles, and Carson-Newman's up by double digits with 16:25 to play in the first half. Warriors onto the offensive end. Head of the key for Hollis. Swing it to the right wing for Long. Long knifes inside, pull up over top of Johal. Won't fall off the back of the 10. Dyer yanks in his third rebound, middle of the lane, and the Eagles bring it from left to right. Carson-Newman sets up in the half court against zone defense from the Warriors. Bowen's driving, dishing. Brennigan, left corner, catch 3. Yes, sir! Luke Brennigan has 9 points off of 3 triples. Timeout, Southern Wesleyan. A 16-0 run for the Eagles. And Carson-Newman leads at 16-3. We're back after this on the Eagle Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles. Call 423-585-4000 for the Carson-Newman rate. Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles. Call 423-585-4000 for the Carson-Newman rate. Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles. Call 423-585-4000 for the Carson-Newman rate. Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles. Call 423-585-4000 for the Carson-Newman rate. Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles.
Back inside of Holt Fieldhouse, where Carson-Newman has popped off Eagles with 16 consecutive, headlined by 3 straight threes from Luke Brennigan to grab a 16-3 lead on Southern Wesleyan. Eagles rocking and rolling here inside of Holt Fieldhouse. 16-0 burst for Carson-Newman. Eagles 5 of 7 from the field and 4 of 5 from deep. Double changes for Carson-Newman as the Eagles bring Ben Beaker and Cam McElhaney off the bench. Down low goes Canty for the Warriors. Dishes out right point. A Hollis triple short off the front iron. Joe Hall yanks down the rebound for the Eagles. Carson-Newman races front court. Joe Hall, left corner. Couple right-hand dribbles. Handles it left wing. Dribbles the baseline. Kicks it right corner for Brennigan. Up top, Dyer. Switch it back into the left corner for Joe Hall. He pops for a triple. Front of the 10, no good off the heat check. Hollis, the rebound, right block for the blue-clad Warriors. Up the floor to Flairzard. Drives inside. Gets to the cup and finishes with the right hand from the left side off the glass. In transition goes Flairzard. And the foul goes on Ren Dyer. His first. And the first on Carson-Newman. So Carson-Newman with a 16-0 run. And so free throws here for Wilvins Flairzard. Flairzard first and only free throw is in, and that stops the 16-0 Carson-Newman run. 16-6, Eagles lead by 10. And Carson-Newman gets back onto the offensive end. Dyer down the right baseline, feathers it in with the right hand off the knifing drive. 18-6, Eagles by 12, 14:44 to play in the opening half. Warriors onto the offensive end. Eskandari, right wing with it. Goes to Effenberger, left wing. He gets stripped by McElhaney. 2-on-1 break for the Eagles. A bounce to Brennigan. Gliding to the rim. Airballs the layup, but he's fouled. Free throws for Luke Brennigan. And charge the personal to Desi Canty, his first, team second. Eagle fans, AEC is your Touchstone Energy Cooperative. Service you can trust and value you can depend on. Powering Mossy Creek, we are AEC, member-owned and service-driven. So to the stripe goes Luke Brennigan, who's had himself a nice start. 9 points already, all from deep, and he misses this free throw. Rare free throw miss for Brennigan. Actually, his first of the season. He was 7 of 7 at the line prior to that one. Brennigan bringing the jump shot to life. He just shot 16% from the field on the opening weekend, but he has been on one here early. Second free throw for Brennigan. That one gets the roll. And Carson-Newman leads 19-6 with 14:20 to play in the first half. Eagles match their biggest lead of the game. Warriors get it onto the offensive end. Flairzard, left wing. Drives inside on Brennigan. Stops, passes for Canty. Loose ball. Joe Hall scraps for it. Canty picks it back up. To the right point, broken play. Hollis, the three, launches and connects. Tyron Hollis has his first points. Warriors pull within 10. 19-9 with 13:55 to play. Eagles roll front court. A lob for Dyer left of the lane. He finishes mid-flight. And Dyer, a deuce. Put the Eagles up by 12. 21-9, 13:44 to play first half. Warriors front court, a turnover. Hollis a bounce, errant for Canty. Beaker the steal underneath. Eagles onto the offensive end. Brennigan, pull up, NBA range, head of the key. Dead-eye for Luke Brennigan. Luke Brennigan already with 13 points. He's a flawless 4-4 from range. Eagles with their biggest lead of the night at 15. 24-9, and now a turnover. Brennigan a steal. In transition to the head of the key. Dumps it for Beaker, left block, and as he was landing, he took a two-handed shove from Griffin Effenberger. So this goes as the first on Effenberger, the third on the Warriors. And both teams make changes. John Zhao is in replacing Monty Johal. Hollis and Canty exit for Felder and Martin. Hey, Eagle fans, Domino's is the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles, so when you're hungry, reach for Domino's. Get a large one-topping pie for $5.99 with your Carson-Newman ID. Domino's, it is the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles. See in. Sets up shop on the offensive end. Right corner, Dyer a triple. Bending, off the mark. Beaker an offensive board. Lost the handle on it. Flarizard the steal. Into the front court come the Warriors. Effenberger behind the back, into the lane. Dishes out, left corner. Felder, baseline drive, feathers it up and in from 6 feet out. First points for Felder. Southern Wesleyan just 38% from the field. They're within 13. Eagles ripping the cover off the ball, shooting 67% with a 13-point lead. Here early in the first half. Beaker, head of the key for Carson-Newman. One right-hand dribble, stops, lobs, Brennigan right wing, 10 to shoot. Left around the Beaker screen, looking for the screen and roll, not there. Kicks out Dyer left corner. Dyer drives, shot up, off the back iron, no. Beaker the offensive rebound. He shoves it in with the right hand off the window. First points in Holt for Beaker. Eagles up by 15. Warriors the other way. Whistle, offensive foul. Wilvins Flurizard went for the sweep through and gets charged for the foul. His first, team's fourth. Ball back to Carson-Newman after the sixth Southern Wesleyan turnover. Eagles onto the offensive end. Left wing, Dyer, a three, off the mark, back iron. Long rebound, grabbed by Escarandi. Wesleyan into the front court. Felder, baseline drive, lost the handle on it. Zhao the steal. Eagles up by 15, under 12 to play in the first half. Carson-Newman gets it front court. Right wing, Zhao. He fires the three. Zhao makes it rain from distance. Sixth made three of the half for Carson-Newman. And the Eagles are up by 18, 29-11, with 11:40 to play in the opening stanza. Southern Wesleyan on to the offensive end. Left wing, Escarandi a three. Front of the tin, no good. Dyer reaches up to rip down the rebound on the right block. Carson-Newman races front court. Lob to Beaker at the tin. Beaker lays it in off the half-court feed from Brennigan. 31-11. Eagles up by 20 with 11:15 to go in the first half. Warriors onto the offensive end against the Eagles zone. Head of the key for Josh Martin. Martin, chest pass, right corner. Effenberger a three, back iron no. McElhaney pulls in the rebound, left block. McElhaney into the front court, doesn't have numbers. He's 1-on-4. Gets it to Zhao right wing. He tries a triple. He checks short front of the 10. And the rebound snared by Felder on the right block. Warriors onto the offensive end. Right wing for Martin. Eagles 58% from the field and on a 7-0 run. 16-0 and 7-0 runs for Carson-Newman to build this lead. Escarandi down the left side of the lane, kicks it into the left corner for a triple. That won't fall from Felder. Dyer snatches his fifth board, and the Eagles bring it left to right. Luke Brennigan gets across the timeline. He's going to call for time. A line change for Carson-Newman. Eagles rocking and rolling. 31-11 leading Southern Wesleyan. And we return to Holt Fieldhouse after this on the Eagles Sports Network.
I get my power from my co-op so I can put my energy into my family.
Into waking up the neighborhood. Latte for Christine.
I get my power from the co-op so I can put my energy into planting seeds for a brighter future.
Touchstone Energy Cooperatives, power to your community, for your community, so your energy can go into the things that matter most to you.
My '69 Camaro.
Who powers you?
AEC, the right call for your energy needs. Let us help you score success.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never-frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Well, things are working pretty well for Carson-Newman here inside of Holt Fieldhouse. Eagles leading Southern Wesleyan 31-11 with 10:21 to play in the first half. Carson-Newman has been moving and shaking from the jump. And Carson-Newman brings out 5 fresh players: Bridgewater, Satterfield, Bowens, Thomas, and Jack Browder. Southern Wesleyan counters with Felder, Eskandari, Flarizard, Effenberger, and Martin. Eagles go inside. Bryant Thomas wide open at the 10, and he jams it home with 2 hands. 33-11, Eagles up by 22, their biggest lead of the game off of a 9-0 run. Warriors on to the offensive end. Head of the key for Martin. Martin hurls to Effenberger. Effenberger moves down the middle of the lane, hits a cutting Eskandari at the cup. His shot redirected by Thomas, and Bowen snatches it on the left block. Eagles in transition. Bridgewater left corner open. Catch 3. Bottom for Bridgewater. 12 straight for the Eagles. 36-11. Carson-Newman up by 25. Warriors onto the offensive end. Martin left wing. He tries the 3 ball. Halfway down and out. Browder lost the rebound to Eskandari. Get it into the left corner. Here's the 3 that snaps the strings from Felder. That stops a 3.5-minute scoring drought for the Warriors and pulls them within 22, 36-14, with 9:08 to play in the first half. Eagles bring it from left to right. Browder, right elbow, tried to drop it off for Thomas. Effenberger overplayed it, stole it. He falls on it and calls for time. So Southern Wesleyan burns a 30-second timeout. Hey, Eagle fans, Lisa's Country Kitchen serves the best home-cooked meals that the Lakeway region has to offer. Lisa's Country Kitchen, it is the official restaurant of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Well, things are just straight up going Carson-Newman's way. Pick something. It belongs to Carson-Newman. They've played turnover free. They've forced 5 Southern Wesleyan turnovers and converted them into 9 points. Eagles are shooting 62% from the field compared to 31% for Southern Wesleyan. And Carson-Newman has also knocked down 7 of 11 threes. Carson-Newman on the hop here early against Southern Wesleyan. Warriors with Felder, Eskandari, Hollis, Flarizard, and Long on the floor. Eagles counter with their zone, and Bowens, Thomas, Satterfield, Browder, and Bridgewater. Eskandari lobs to the right elbow for Felder. Backs it out, now drives the right baseline, whistle, foul. Charge this to, I presume, Caleb Bridgewater, and that is the case. First personal on Bridgewater, second team foul on Carson-Newman. Inbounds comes from the right baseline from Hollis. 2 passes out to Eskandari. Eskandari, head of the key. Flips it out, Flarizard, right corner, catch 3, knocks it down. 4th make of the first half from the Warriors on their 12th attempt. 36-17, Eagles by 19 with 8:25 to play in the first half. Eagles front court, Satterfield lost the handle on it, right side of the lane, dribbles it out of bounds. First turnover for Southern Wesleyan, or for Carson-Newman, pardon me. Southern Wesleyan gets it back, trying to extend a 6-0 run. Eagles have led by as many as 25 here in the opening half, thanks to 16-0 and 12-0 runs. Warriors on to the offensive end. Eagles zone in place. 3 around 2 for Southern Wesleyan. Left wing for Long. Gets to the left baseline. Dishes out. Flarizard right wing. High hand there from Bridgewater. 15 to shoot. A drive. A dish. Left corner. Catch 3. Won't spin in from Marcus Long. Brow to the rebound. Middle of the lane. Eagles float left to right with it. In the pristine home whites. Browder lobs Thomas right of the lane. Backs down Edmondson. Turns. Kicks. Satterfield left wing. Satterfield bounces high post. Bowens squares up on Long. Dishes out. Right corner. 3 ball. Browder buries it. Jack Browder's first career points as an Eagle. And that stretches the lead back to 22. 39-17. 7:33 to play in the first half. Warriors get it front court. Left corner for Felder. Flips it out between the rings for Hollis. Into the right corner, Flarizard drives in on Thomas. Can't finish through contact. Bowen snatches the rebound for the Eagles. Carson-Newman front court. Satterfield yo-yoing with it. Left elbow. Satterfield backs it out left wing. Chest pass. Bowens head of the key. Bowens drives inside. Gets the right block on Flarizard. Strong with the first shot. Strong with his second shot off the miss. And Flarizard cleans up the glass for the Warriors, trailing by 22. Onto the offensive end goes Edmondson. He takes it to the 10 and has his shot redirected by Thomas. Eagles into the front court. Bridgewater, right baseline. Drives and gets fouled. And so charge this to Marcus Long. His first, the team's 5th. And that brings us to a break in the action. 6:45 to play in the first half. Carson-Newman with a 39-17 lead on Southern Wesleyan. And we return to Holt Fieldhouse after these messages on the Eagles Sports Network.
We select our insurance companies the same way you do, very carefully. When you work with us, you can count on receiving fast, courteous, and professional service and quality protection through Auto Owners Insurance. For a no-problem approach for your life, home, car, and business insurance needs, ask us about the No Problem Company, Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency at 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown, serving the Lakeway area's insurance needs since 1931.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
Everything going Carson-Newman's way here inside of Holt Fieldhouse with a 39-17 lead in hand on Southern Wesleyan. Eagles have banged in 8 of 12 first half threes and shot the cover off the ball here inside of Holt. Meanwhile, that defense doing what it typically does. Southern Wesleyan 30% from the field as Bridgewater eyes the first free throw and converts. Eagles have led by as many as 25 here in this first half, thanks to 16-0 and 12-0 runs. One more free throw from Bridgewater. He's stretched the strings, and Bridgewater exits for Ren Dyer. 41-17, Eagles up by 24 with 6:45 to go in the opening stanza. Quality Suites of Morristown is the preferred hotel choice of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Located just 10 miles from campus, Quality Suites is the perfect place to stay when you're traveling to watch the Eagles play. Call 423-585-4000 and ask for the Carson-Newman rate. That's 423-585-4000. 12 on the shot clock for the Warriors. Driving inside is Long. He gets to the cup and lays it in with the right hand off the glass. Second make from inside the arc for the Warriors. 41-19 Eagles lead. 6:12 to play in the opening half. Eagles onto the offensive end. A bounce for McElhaney, tipped out of bounds by a Warrior. It was Hollis who got a piece of it. And the Eagles will inbound from the left baseline. Trigger into McElhaney, around to Brennigan on the left wing. Brennigan hits Dyer with the dribble handoff on the wing. 10 to shoot. Dyer accelerates on Hollis. Step back. 6 seconds on the clock to Beaker. High post. 4 and 3 around to Brennigan right wing. 2-1. Brennigan didn't get it off in time. So the shot clock violation. And Carson-Newman turns it over for just the second time today. 41-19, Eagles by 22. They built the lead early and have kept the foot to the accelerator in this one. Southern Wesleyan made the first basket of the game. Then the Eagles scored 16 straight and have maintained a double-digit lead ever since. Free throw line, Edmondson Ajay knocks it down from 15 for the Warriors. Edmondson's first points, 41-21, Eagles by 20. 5:30 to play in the first half. Eagles with it front court. Dyer, left wing with the rock. Right around a Beaker screen, gets it into the left corner. Brennigan dump it down for Beaker, left block. Beaker backs down his defender, turns, right hand, baby hook won't fall. Dyer the follow, he taps it in. 6th board, 7th point for Rin Dyer. Double-double watch for his 9th today. 43-21, Eagles up 22, 5:03 to play first half. Warriors onto the offensive end. Edmondson, deep 2 from the right elbow, converts. 43-23. Eagles by 20. 4:48 to play first half. Eagles onto the offensive end. Dyer, right corner, drops it off for McElhaney, right block, spins through 2 defenders, and dumps it in off the window. First points for Cam McElhaney on the season. And the Eagles are up by 22 again with 4:27 to play in the first half. Eagles get back on defense. Warriors shoot over the top of it, though. A right wing triple is strong off the heel. McElhaney battling for the rebound. And a whistle and a foul charged to Wilvins Flarizard, his second, team 6th. So Joe Hall, Brennigan, McElhaney, Dyer, Beaker for Carson-Newman. Southern Wesleyan counters with Hollis, Long, Effenberger, Eskandari, and Edmondson. Eagles in the pristine home whites working it from left to right. Dyer, left wing with the rock, drops it off Joe Hall, left baseline. Joe Hall spins past Eskandari, gets to the cup, and finishes with the right hand off the window. 5 for Monty Joe Hall. Eagles back up on top by 24. 47-23 with 3:57 to play in the first half. Warriors with it front court. Right wing, Eskandari, jab step, drives, dishes, left wing, Hollis 3, off the mark. Brennigan the board, middle of the lane. Floats it up the left sideline to Dyer. Dyer, crossover on Long, dribbles, left baseline, step back, Long 2, didn't get the roll off the front lip of the rim. Edmondson dribbled it off of his heel and out of bounds. Back to Carson-Newman it goes. 3:35 to play in the first half. Carson-Newman in control, 47-23 over top of Southern Wesleyan. We are back to Holt Fieldhouse after these messages on the Eagle Sports Network.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
We love to cheer for our home teams, like the Eagles. It means more when we're rooting for the people we know. Did you know Tri-Lite is your home team internet provider? We're right here in Jefferson City, serving the people we know with our ultra-fast, ultra-reliable fiber broadband network. And we'd love to serve you. Learn more at trilite.net or by calling 833-847-0824. Go Eagles!
Back inside of Holt Fieldhouse, Adam Cavalier, happy to have you on hand, where the Eagles lead Southern Wesleyan 47-23 with 3:35 to play in the first half. Inbounds comes to the right corner for Tyler Bowens. He drives the right baseline, kicks it to Zhao, left corner triple, short front of the 10. Dyer an offensive rebound, feathers it in with the right hand, straight on. Ren Dyer doing damage on the glass. He gives Carson-Newman its biggest lead of the day at 26. 49-23 with 3:12 to play in the first half. Effenberger down the left side of the lane, dishes out Eskandari. Left corner threes off the top of the backboard. Dyer reaches up to rip down the rebound. Turnover on the other end. Outlet pass pilfered by Edmondson. Warriors float up the floor. Head of the key for Effenberger, around to Eskandari. Left baseline drive, flips it. Edmondson, left block, lays it in. Good with the left hand. Carson-Newman with it front court. Brennigan at the head of the key. 2 passes over Dyer in the left corner. Chest pass, Thomas up top. Thomas, one right-hand dribble, hands off Zhao. Tap it for Bowens, pass deflected. Bowens gets it back head of the key. Drives on Effenberger, chest pass, Brennigan left corner, 4 seconds on the clock. Brennigan drains the triple. Luke Brennigan has 16 first half points, and the Eagles are up by 27, their biggest lead of the night. 2:03 to play in the first half. Warriors looking for an answer. Left of the lane, it's Edmondson working on Thomas. 2-hand pass, head of the key for Long. Long works it, right block, shot up, got fouled. So free throws here for Marcus Long, and I presume this is going to be a second on Ren Dyer. Indeed it is. Second on Ren, third team foul on Carson-Newman. And 2 free throws here for Marcus Long, who's 4 of 8 at the line on the season. First free throws in. (52-26). Eagles in control right now and have been pretty much from the outset. Southern Wesleyan made a 3 to go up 3-0, and then the Eagles rattled off 16 straight points, and it's been a double-digit lead ever since. Second free throw goes in for Long. 52-27. Carson-Newman up by 25 with 105 seconds remaining in the opening half. Brennigan, right wing, pull-up 3, missed it short off the front of the 10. His first miss. An offensive rebound for Bowens, gets it left corner. Bridgewater, his 3's off the front of the iron, and the rebound snared by Long for the Warriors. Gets it up the floor and turns it over. Bridgewater steps in front of a pass. Gets it to Brennigan, and the Eagles bring it front court. Brennigan, hands off, Zhao, right corner. Zhao left around to Thomas, screen to the head of the key, accelerates to the cup, gets by Eskandari, and finger rolls it home with the left hand high off the glass. 54-27. Eagles by 27 with 1:04 to play in the first half. Warriors with it front court. Pass deflected. Bridgewater knocked it away, but Felder grabs it back. He drives inside and turns it over to Brennigan. Brennigan, bounce head, Bridgewater, knifing to the rim, finger rolls it home with the right hand. 56-27, Eagles by 29. Marcus Long was shaken up on the play with 50 seconds left. And Long will slowly work his way over to the near sideline after getting jostled on the previous drive. He went into Brennigan straight up and took a tumble. 50.8 seconds left in the first half. 56-27. Carson-Newman the lead. Warriors bring it from right to left. Flarizard. 2 passes into the right corner for Allen, and he steps out of bounds. 9th turnover for Southern Wesleyan. Eagles have shot the ever-living cover off the ball. 58% from the field, 9 of 16 from 3 here in the first half, en route to building this monster edge. Eagles get it onto the offensive end. Bowens, bounce for a cutting Zhao, flips it out Thomas in the right corner. Thomas moves in on Allen, dish out, back to Zhao, right corner, catch 3. Bottom of the barrel for John Zhao. 8 for Zhao. 10th made 3 of the half for Carson-Newman. 59-27. Eagles are up by 32. And now a turnover. Bowen steps in front of it. Outlets it to Zhao. Zhao runs it down. Gets the rim and finger rolls it home. Halftime in Holt. It's all Carson-Newman. Eagles leading 61-27 at the halftime break. Carson-Newman closes the half on a 14-1 run. And the Eagles rocking and rolling to a 34-point halftime lead here inside. Eagles rocking and rolling here inside of Holt Fieldhouse. We're back for the ShopSeeingEagles.com halftime report after these messages. This is the Eagles Sports Network.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit InterDigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
Looking to make your home more comfortable and affordable? Maybe a new electric heat pump or a new attic insulation? And don't forget new doors and windows. AEC is here to help. We've got a quality contractor network, easy financing, and ANC inspects every job to assure the highest quality satisfaction. Visit our website at aecoop.org for application, contractor list, and more details. AEC, we're power with purpose. It's halftime. We'll head back to the arena for the ShopSeeingEagles.com halftime report in just 60 seconds on the Eagle Sports Network.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
The number one source for Carson-Newman athletics gear is ShopSeeingEagles.com, where you can find gear from Adidas, Columbia, Nike, and Under Armour. Shirts, jerseys, sweatshirts, shorts, pants, hats, and scarves. ShopSeeingEagles.com is your source for everything CN. You can even show your school spirit on your smartphone or tablet. All of your game day essentials can be found in one place. ShopSeeingEagles.com.
It's halftime. Your first half scoring summary and a check of the ShopCNEagles.com sack scoreboard are headed your way.
Robinson racing to the rim, and Thomas obliterates it out of bounds on the dunk attempt.
Now back to the voice of the Eagles, Adam Cavalier.
All right, halftime in Holt Fieldhouse, and it is all Carson-Newman at the halftime break. You want to talk about literally anything, and it is unquestionably in the favor of the Eagles in this contest. Carson-Newman shoots the cover off the ball. They play really sound and good defense. And again, just literally pick anything. And it is in Carson-Newman's favor in this contest. CN gets 16 first-half points from Luke Brennigan, 10 first-half points from John Zhao in just 7 minutes. They out-rebound the Warriors 23-9. Southern Wesleyan turns it over 10 times, leading to a 20-4 advantage in points off turnovers for the Eagles. Again, literally pick something. And it is to the Eagles' favor. Carson-Newman goes on 16-0, 12-0, and two 12-0 runs, in fact, in this game en route to building this 34-point halftime lead. Southern Wesleyan made the first points of the game, and since that point, it has been Carson-Newman in just utterly dominating fashion, and it has not been close. It has not been close in this game since that opening shot from the Warriors. Well, when we get back on the ShopCNEagles.com halftime report, we'll take you around the rest of the league and the happenings in the South Atlantic Conference. That is all when we return to Holt Fieldhouse after these messages on the Eagle Sports Network.
If you're looking for official Eagle merchandise, look no further than the Carson-Newman Bookstore. With a large selection of Carson-Newman gifts and apparel, you're sure to find something to please the entire family. From stuffed eagles to towel sets, sweatshirts, shorts, hats, and slippers, we literally have you covered from head to toe. We have just the item you're looking for no matter what the season. So whether you're an Eagle student, parent, alumni, or fan, shop us for everything orange and blue. Call 865-471-3539 for more information and store hours. We'll see you at the Carson-Newman Bookstore.
At Aramark, this year we go back to our foundation. At Aramark, we are great food and great service with great guests. That is the Aramark way. From coffee at Maples to sandwiches in Stokely, Aramark is here to produce high-quality food for you. A foundation of fresh food, a foundation of speedy service, and a foundation that's built for you, now and for the future. That is the Aramark way.
A check of the ShopCNEagles.com SAC scoreboard is next. This is the Eagle Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles. Call 423-585-4000 for the Carson-Newman rate. Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles. Call 423-585-4000 for the Carson-Newman rate. Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles. Call 423-585-4000 for the Carson-Newman rate. Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles. Call 423-585-4000 for the Carson-Newman rate. Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles.
The Eagle Sports Network is part of SAC Live, the official digital network of the South Atlantic Conference. SAC Live is the home of all your South Atlantic Conference sports action, including 20 SAC championships. Time to get caught up with some SACtion. Here are the happenings around the South Atlantic Conference and the nation. Let's go around the league with a ShopCNEagles.com scoreboard update. Now, back to the arena.
All right, back here inside of Holt Fieldhouse as Carson-Newman has a 61-27 lead over the Southern Wesleyan Warriors. But there is a slew of action in the region and also on the gridiron today. And the first focus is on the NCAA football playoffs. West Florida has a 10-0 lead on Limestone with 11:09 to play in the second quarter. Dustin Noller is 8 of 12 through the air, but has thrown a pick. Trey Stewart, 12 carries for 44 yards on the ground. But West Florida has taken advantage of those Limestone miscues, and even though the Saints are outgaining the Argonauts, West Florida just boots through a field goal to grab a 10-0 lead on the Saints. Wingate is having no troubles with Virginia Union on the road. Bulldogs are out to a 29-0 lead on the Panthers of Virginia Union. So one game within the South Atlantic Conference that's a little tight, and another that's, well, really not. Virginia Union is getting the brakes beat off of them by Wingate. Well, there's plenty of basketball action going around in the South Atlantic Conference today. However, the majority of it, at least on the men's side, is after this one. Kind of a flip where Carson-Newman's men are playing first and the women are the nightcap. That'll be web only at cneagles.com/live against a nationally ranked North Georgia club at 4. Andrew Rogers will be in Dahlonega for the call of that one in a little bit. But currently, St. Augustine's leads Barton 39-32 at the half. Catawba is playing host to North Greenville, and that game has not yet started. On the women's side, Catawba's women win a big one over a nationally ranked Lander team, 74-56. It is North Greenville up 32-29 on Mars Hills women over in Tigerville, South Carolina. Anderson's women playing host to Mount Olive in the Electric City, and the Trojans have a 23-20 halftime lead over the Trojans. In the women's side, SWO's women also in action against Limestone, but no troubles for the Saints over at the Timken Center, leading the Warriors 47-29. And at the break in Dahlonega, Lincoln Memorial's women lead Clayton State 30-27. That's what's happening around the South Atlantic Conference. Hey, Eagle fans, check out Carson-Newman Athletics' official online store at shopcneagles.com. It features more than 1,100 products from T-shirts and polos to phone skins and pet collars. shopcneagles.com. It is the official online store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. At the break here inside of Holt, 61-27. Carson-Newman drops 60 in the opening half against Southern Wesleyan. And the Eagles score 60 in a half of basketball for the first time this season. Eagles cruising. Second half action heads your way when we get back after these messages on the Eagles Sports Network.
How do you show your support for Carson-Newman? Head over to shopcneagles.com right now, where they have all of your needs covered. From clothing to outfitting your tailgate party, whether you're hunting, fishing, or on the golf course, shopcneagles.com is the place for you. All of your everyday essentials, from pens to phone chargers, are in one place. For the best gear in the business, visit shopcneagles.com today.
Since 1916, a lot of independent agents have recommended auto owner's insurance, and a lot of parents have taken that recommendation to heart. So have a lot of their children, and grandchildren, and great-grandchildren. As we celebrate our first 100 years, Auto Owners Insurance thanks all those who have put their trust in us, and all the generations who will.
This is Carson-Newman basketball.
Goes top of key. Pull up three. On the way. Got it. Charlie Clark dialing long distance with impunity.
On the Eagles Sports Network.
Tri-Light is proud to support Carson-Newman Athletics. We salute the student athletes who are working hard to make great things happen on the field, in the classroom, and in the world. It takes vision, commitment, and teamwork, qualities we share at Tri-Light. Our mission is to provide life-changing opportunities by building a world-class fiber broadband network. If you'd like to learn more, please visit trilight.net or call us at 833-847-0824.
Just like no two people are the same, no 2 days are the same. We start them and end them at different times. And in between, we all do very different things. Yet there is something we all have in common. Knowing your local Touchstone Energy Cooperative is here to power every moment of every day. Because no matter when it starts, we never stop.
Appalachian Electric Cooperative. We're AEC, powering the Eagles and Mossy Creek.
All right, back inside of Holt Fieldhouse. Carson-Newman has scored 60 and a half for the first time since opening night in 21-22. The Eagles started out that season with a 61-point first half against Leeds-McRae, and they have duplicated it here today against Southern Wesleyan in the home opener. So Carson-Newman in the pristine home white sends out Tyler Bowens, Rin Dyer, Luke Brennigan, Bryant Thomas, and Monty Johal. Southern Wesleyan counters with Felder, Effenberger, Hollis, and Edmondson. Warriors with the ball, moving left to right in royal blue road jerseys against the Eagles matchup zone. Edmondson on the right baseline, lost the handle on it, out of bounds. Turnover number 11 for the Warriors. Bryant Thomas won't get credit for the steal, but he generated that one unquestionably. Eagles will bring it from right to left with a 34-point lead in hand. Eagles 20-4, the advantage in points off turnovers. Tyler Bowens over to Monty Johal on the right wing. Chest pass, Brennigan had the key. Brennigan works down the left side of the lane. Back to the basket on Hollis. Curls out to the head of the key. 9 to shoot. An underhand pass to Johal. Johal bounce down inside Thomas. Up and under move to the cup. Two-hand flush. BT. 7 for Thomas. The lead is 36 for Carson-Newman. 63-27 with 19:10 to play in the second half. Warriors onto the offensive end. Effenberger, right wing with the rock. Effenberger just pulls up, chucks it up, missed it off the back of the 10 over top of Bowens. Thomas yanks down the rebound right side of the lane. Eagles in transition. Dyer to the cup, airmails the lay-in. Rebound tapped out of bounds by Effenberger. It stays with Carson-Newman. Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source. Inbounds pass comes to Luke Brennigan in the backcourt. And the Eagles go to Dyer left baseline. Dyer feathers up a right-hand floater and knocks it down off the front of the 10 from 6 feet out. 11 and 9 for Rin Dyer, eyeing his 9th career double-double. Eagles up by 38 with 18:29 to play in the second half. Warriors front court. Thomas, the rejection on Hollis. Hollis grabs it and lands out of bounds. It's Carson-Newman ball. So Bowens will inbound from the right baseline. Get it into Monty Johal. And the Eagles will work from right to left with it. Up by 38. Bowens right in the lane. Gets deflected out of his hands and out of bounds in the right corner by Hollis. Eagles have scored the first 4 points of the second half, and it's a 16-0 Carson-Newman run spanning the halftime break. Thomas, right corner, hands off Brennigan. Brennigan cuts into the lane, and Brennigan gets slammed. Oh, some pushing and shoving here. Dyer takes a shove from Tyron Hollis as Dyer was going to help Luke Brennigan off the ground. And a technical foul, no doubt, coming here. Officials, Andy Eggers, Corey Fagan, and Matthew Queener will unpack this one. Dyer was going over to help Luke Brennigan off the ground and got into a little shoving match with Tyron Hollis of Southern Wesleyan. So the officials will unpack this situation. as they discuss things over on the far side. So the officials still talking. Teams had separated and now come back onto the floor now that cooler heads have presumably prevailed. So you got a foul on Tyron Hollis. All right, so Tyron Hollis has gotten a personal foul and then a flagrant 2 technical and been ejected. And so Luke Brennigan is going to shoot 2 free throws. And he knocks down the first. So a foul on Hollis and then a technical foul on Hollis. And Brennigan a chance to make it a 40-point game, and he does, rattling in the second free throw. 67-27. Carson-Newman by 40 with 18:06 to play in the second half. And so the Eagles get the ball out of bounds to the left side of the basket. So the Eagles get the ball out of bounds at the timeline. Ren Dyer will trigger into Luke Brennigan. And Eagles set up in the half court. Dyer, right corner with the rock, feeds Brennigan at the right point. Brennigan, 10 on the shot clock, calls for a screener, doesn't take it. Chest pass Thomas up top, 5 to shoot. Over to Dyer, left wing. Back into the left corner, Joe Hall, 3 and 2. Whistle, steps on Monty Joe Hall. He traveled with 2 on the shot clock. And the Eagles turn it over. Warriors onto the offensive end. Head of the key. A drive, a floater, long, knocks it down from 8 feet out over the top of the SAC logo. Warriors stop what was a 18-0 Carson-Newman run spanning the halftime break. Ren Dyer takes it up on the offensive end and draws a foul in the middle of the lane. Charge this to Wilvins Flarizard, his third, and the team's third. And it's 2 free throws as a result for Ren Dyer. Balanced effort for the Eagles. They've shot 61% from the field as Dyer lobs up the first free throw and connects. One more free throw for Ren Dyer to get this back to a 40-point lead. Dyer, couple dribbles, bends the knees, flips the shot up and knocks it down. 69-29, Carson-Newman by 40, 16-0, 12-0, 18-0 runs for Carson-Newman in this one. Edmondson, right baseline, gets underneath, slams a pass to Felder, bobbled it, gathers it back, gets Thomas on the deck and lays it in with the right hand. 69-31, Eagles by 38. They get it onto the offensive end. Bowens at the head of the key. Swings it to Joe Hall, right wing. Lobs inside for Bowens, too far in front of him. But stepping in front of it was Marcus Long. Glances off his outstretched fingertips, out of bounds and stays with Carson-Newman. InterDigital strives to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, and film production services. InterDigital, laser-focused on your success. Bryant Thomas laser-focused as he gets a feed from Luke Brennigan on the left block and nearly threw it down. Kind of a little baby bunny hop, two-hand thrust, and back to a 40-point lead for the Eagles with 16:37 to play in the second half. Warriors on the offensive end, they turn it over. Edmondson, right side of the lane, just chucks it out of bounds to the far sideline. 13th giveaway for Southern Wesleyan. Carson-Newman has capitalized on every single Warrior turnover. 12 turnovers, 26 points off of them, but not this time. Bowens gives it away on the right side of the lane, stripped by Felder. Felder into the front court for the Warriors' left corner. Stops, draws a drop, passes out of it. 2 of them exactly to Martin on the right wing. Into the right corner, Edmondson, catch 3, left it short. Flarizard, an offensive rebound, spins around, gets it up top for Felder, drives, dishes, Flarizard right point. Flarizard 13 to shoot. It's a curling Martin to the top of the key. He fires the triple off the mark. Dyer rises up to rake in his 10th board. 9th career double-double for Ren Dyer. Eagles the other way. Brennigan, a left wing 3, won't go down in transition. Edmondson snatches up the board, and the Warriors bring it left to right, trailing by 40. 15:48 to go in the second half. Southern Wesleyan sets up shop on the offensive end. In the keyhole, Felder backs it out to Long. Long twirls around and hits Martin in the right corner. Martin on the deck as he slides inside. Kicks it out, though, to the left wing where it's pilfered by Bowens. Bowens 2-on-1, flips it ahead to Joe Hall. Running the right side of the lane, Joe Hall coasts in and finger rolls it home with the left hand. 7 for Monty Joe Hall. Tyler Bowens has a career-high 5th assist. And the Eagles are up by 42 with 15:15 to go in the second half. Warriors get it front court. Edmondson at the free throw line. Spins inside, gets to the right block, and draws a foul. Count it, +1 off the window. 15:07 to play in the second half. Carson-Newman in control, leading 73-33. Foul went on Ren Dyer, his third, and the team's first. Brings us to a break in the action. Eagles in control. And we return to Holt Fieldhouse after these messages on the Eagle Sports Network.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long. From the morning with their $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
Carson-Newman has used 16-0, 12-0, and 18-0 runs to grab a big lead on Southern Wesleyan. They lead at 73-33 with 15:07 to play in the second half. And Edmondson at the line for the Warriors, trying to polish off the old-fashioned three-point play. Edmondson converts. 39 the lead for the Eagles. McElhaney, Dyer, Brennigan, Zhao, and Josh Butts on the floor for Carson-Newman. Brennigan into the front court. Gets it to McElhaney at the head of the key. Back to Brennigan, left wing, drives inside, got stripped, gathers it back in with 10 to shoot. Edmondson pursues him, slips it to Dyer, left wing. Dyer drives, dishes Butts off his outstretched fingertips, and snared by Shabazz. Shabazz into the front court. Hits the right wing, Canty a triple. Front iron, no. Dyer tracks down the rebound, races up the right sideline. Ahead to McElhaney. McElhaney to the cup, through contact. Count it, off the window, plus a foul. Dyer to McElhaney to drop a deuce, and the Eagles are up by 41. McElhaney to the line to finish off the and one opportunity. And one free throw glances off the front of the rim. And the lead holds at 41 for Carson-Newman. As big as it's been today for the Eagles. Warriors get it front court. Edmondson skips it, right corner. A catch three, Canty. Front of the 10, strike that was long. Got his own board. Ahead of the key, 3. That's blocked from Shabazz by McElhaney. To Zhao racing inside. And Zhao gets fouled. Free throws for Carson-Newman. As a result, charge the foul to Marcus Long, his second and the team's fourth. What a block on one end. Get in transition to John Zhao, who gets fouled on the other. And 2 free throws coming here for John Zhao. Zhao flips up the first free throw and calmly converts. Carson-Newman cruising right now. Second free throw for Zhao. Smooth as silk, barely moves the strings. John Zhao has 12. And Carson-Newman has a 77-34 lead on Southern Wesleyan. Warriors with it front court. Flarizard down the middle of the lane, chucks up a shot. It's in off the window. Flarizard good from 4 feet out. He's got 8 points. Eagles lead by 41, 77-36 with 13:40 to play second half. Eagles with it front court. Zhao, free throw line with the ball, gets to the cup. Zhao, right hand, couldn't finish. Butts and Edmondson tied up after the miss, and you got a whistle and a foul. Let's see who the culprit is. Edmondson. And Brian Hewitt, Southern Wesleyan's head coach, nonplussed with the decision. The foul goes on Edmondson, his second, 6th on Southern Wesleyan. Eagles will shoot free throws the rest of the way. Inbounds comes to McElhaney in the left corner. Out to Zhao, head of the key, switch it Dyer, right corner. Pumps, drives, dishes, Zhao, left wing, 3, open, good! John Zhao has 15. He is 3 away from his career high. And Carson-Newman's up by 44 once more. 80-36 with 13:06 to play in the second half. Warriors on to the offensive end. Right wing for Flarizard. Low pass, scooped up, left wing, Long a triple, won't go down. Dyer tapped the rebound away from Edmondson. Canty possessed it on the perimeter, but Ren Dyer gets whistled for his 4th and the team's 2nd. Well, Ren Dyer has been called for 80% of Carson-Newman's fouls today. In fact, the small forward position accounts for all of Carson-Newman's fouls. Ren with 4, Caleb Bridgewater has the other one. 12:54 to play. Second half, Eagles by 44. Inbounds goes into the left corner for Edmondson. Edmondson pulls up for a long 17-foot-2. It's off the backboard, nothing else. And Brennigan snaps up the rebound on the right side of the lane. Brennigan front court. Lobs to Butts, middle lane. Touch it back out, McElhaney. Extra pass, Brennigan. Left point, 3. Back iron, no. McElhaney scraps for an offensive rebound. Lost the handle on it. It's punched up and taken by Long on the far sideline. Long into the front court. Bangs into Brennigan on his way to the cup and draws a foul. Luke Brennigan charged, or will be charged, I would presume, and is charged with his first, and the team's 3rd. 12:26 to play second half, 80-36. It has been all Carson-Newman in this one. Eagles shooting 60% from the field and 58% from long range in building this lead, as the first free throw from Long is Long off the back of the rim. One more free throw from the sophomore out of Chattanooga. The East Hamilton product, Marcus Long. One more free throw for him. Sends it up, and that one's good. 80-37, Eagles by 43 with 12:22 to play in the second half. Carson-Newman gets it front court. Zhao, right wing with the rock. Hounded by Eskandari, gets it inside Bridgewater, right block. Pumps up and under move. Bridgewater with the right hand, can't get it to drop. Canty out of the fray with the Old Orange pumpkin. And the Warriors bring it left to right. Left wing. Allen lobs high to Canty at the free throw line. Drop it off inside. McElhaney kicks it away. 13 to shoot. Warriors gather it back in at the timeline. Get it to Allen, left corner. Catch 3 on the way. Back of the rim, no good. McElhaney had the rebound. It punched off of Luke Brennigan's hand. And then a whistle and a foul. charge this to McElhaney. It's his first, team's fourth. Brings us to a break in the action. Carson-Newman in control and leading Southern Wesleyan 80-37 with 11:43 to go in the second half. We are back to Holt Fieldhouse after these messages. This is the Eagle Sports Network.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
We love to cheer for our home teams, like the Eagles. It means more when we're rooting for the people we know. Did you know Tri-Lite is your home team internet provider? We're right here in Jefferson City, serving the people we know with our ultra-fast, ultra-reliable fiber broadband network. And we'd love to serve you. Learn more at trilite.net or by calling 833-847-0824. Go Eagles!
11:43 to go in the second half. Carson-Newman in control over Southern Wesleyan 80-37 with 11:43 to play. And the Warriors get the ball out of bounds to the right side of the basket. Looking. Triggered in by Long to the head of the key for Allen. And the Warriors, shot clock reset to 30 instead of 20, and take two. Shot clock was supposed to reset to 20 in that situation, reset to 30, and they'll put probably at 16 on the clock, and that is indeed what the officiating crew says. So they get that sorted out. And they'll put 16 on the clock. And Carson-Newman will set up shop in its zone against the Warriors. Edmondson in the left corner. Baseline drive, reverse layup. Beaker blocked him. Offensive board, Canty. His layup redirected. Bowens comes out of the fray with it. Carson-Newman on the hop. Browder, left corner. Baseline drive, cut off. Kick it. Bowens, middle of the lane. Feeds Joe Hall, right corner. Joe Hall into the paint. Backing down Allen. Bounce pass Bridgewater. Shot wasn't there. Bridgewater curls it out and resets. Eagles set up shop. Beaker, a lob. Bowens tied up by Canty underneath, and that'll draw a whistle and a foul. Charge Canty with his second, the team's seventh. And it'll be a 1-and-1 for Tyler Bowens. Now, the Eagles haven't scored in 2 minutes. First drought of any kind for Carson-Newman. But Southern Wesleyan hasn't made a field goal in 2:44, hasn't been able to take advantage of it. Bowens, front end of the 1-and-1, spins out. And Edmondson snatches it. Eagles up by 43, 80-37 with 11:02 to play in the second half. Warriors with it front court. Long at the head of the key. Lob into the high post. Joe Hall steps in front of it, the steal. Outlet it to Browder. It's tapped away by a Warrior. Browder gets it back. Manages to finish from the right block. Count it, plus a foul. A man's move by the freshman down low, Browder, to recover and stick that one in. Allen, the culprit, picks up his first. The Warriors 8. Eagles up by 45 with 10:44 to play in the second half. Biggest lead of the night for Carson-Newman. You want to know how this one started? It was with a Warriors 3. But after that, Eagles scored 16 straight, and they've led double digits throughout. Browder's free throw is long off the heel, and Flarizard collects the rebound on the right baseline. Into the front court come the Warriors. Flarizard, right wing. 2 passes over to Eskandari. Feeds Fleurizard, right block, fouled by Browder. Doesn't matter, sticks it in anyway off the glass. Fleurizard is the first Warrior into double figures. He has 10 and charged the foul to Jack Browder. His first, the team's 5th. So Wilvins Fleurizard, who is 3 of 9 at the line on the season. 1 of 1 today, make it 2 of 2 today. He knocks down the freebie and makes it an 82-40 ball game. Beaker inside, turns, right hand, baby hook, got it. Ben Beaker, good for 2. 84-40, Eagles up by 44. Beaker with 6 points now. Warriors onto the offensive end. Martin at the head of the key. Bounces into the high post for Canty. Turns, 15-footer, won't go down. Rebound punched out. Back to Canty at the stripe. Around to Fleurizard left wing. Drops it off Edmondson. Reverse layup. He got it. High off the window. Count it, plus a foul. Edmondson tripped up by Ben Beaker. And Beaker is whistled for his first and the team's 6th. 84-42. Carson-Newman doubling up the Warriors with 9:52 to play in the second half. And Edmondson to the line to try to polish off the and one opportunity. Eagles 16-0, 12-0, and 18-0 runs in this one to build the bulge out to as large as 45. Free throw goes in for Edmondson to make it an 84-42 lead for Carson-Newman. Joe Hall, bounce pass Beaker, left block. He's grabbed from behind by Canty. Jump ball, possession arrow, keeps it with the Eagles. Josh Martin checks in for Southern Wesleyan. He replaces Tariq Shabazz. 9:42 to play second half. Carson-Newman in control. 84-42. Joe Hall, head of the key. Left corner. Step back, 2. Will not go down. And Canty out of the fray with the ball. Warriors front court, turn it over. Canty from the right wing, throws it across the timeline and out of bounds. Can we get a score check? Should it be 43 or 42? Get one more for Southern Wesleyan. It should be 43. We don't score enough for you to Bridgewater inbounds into Joe Hall. Joe Hall to Bowens at the right elbow. Little handoff, Browder left wing. Browder. Ball held at his right hip against Eskandari. Browder. Chest pass into Joe Hall in the left corner, 10 to shoot. Feeds Beaker at the left elbow. Beaker turns on Edmondson, 6 to shoot. Dribble handoff, Browder gets into the lane, right hand floater, falls for Jack Browder. 7 for Jack Browder, a career high for his young career. 86-43, Eagles. 5:43. Now a steal on the other end. Bowens takes it away from Effenberger. Bowens racing to the rim, and he gets called for the walk. Bowens got bumped. He lost his footing looking for the foul call, and he gets called for the walk. 86-43, Eagles by 43. 8:45 to play in the second half. Warriors bring it from left to right. Left wing, Fleurizard. Over to the right corner for Eskandari. Skip it, Fleurizard left wing. Drives inside on Joe Hall. Kick it out, Eskandari right corner, 12 to shoot. Eskandari fades from 8, got it to go, middle of the lane. Eskandari has his first points. 86-45, Eagles by 41. 8:15 to play in the second half. Carson-Newman the other way. Joe Hall knifing to the rim. Splits 2 defenders and gets his 8th and 9th points, smooching it off the window. 88-45 Eagles. Warriors the other way. A drive for Fleurizard. Takes it to the cup and gets fouled. And that foul goes on Ben Beaker, his second, team 7th. And that brings us to a break in the action. 7:57 to play in the second half. Carson-Newman in control on Southern Wesleyan, leading by a score of 88-47. We are back after this on the Eagle Sports Network.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
We love to cheer for our home teams, like the Eagles. It means more when we're rooting for the people we know. Did you know Tri-Light is your home team internet provider? We're right here in Jefferson City, serving the people we know with our ultra-fast, ultra-reliable fiber broadband network. And we'd love to serve you. Learn more at trilight.net or by calling 833-847-0824. Go Eagles!
Carson-Newman leads Southern Wesleyan 88-47 with 7:57 to play in the second half, and Wilvin's Flarizard at the stripe to shoot for the Warriors, and he knocks down the and-one freebie to make this a 40-point game. 88-48. Eagles onto the offensive end. Ivan Hodgic is into the game for the first time. Carson-Newman turns it over, though. Caleb Bridgewater, a lob down low to McElhaney, is out of bounds. And ball goes back to the Warriors. Eagles have led for all but about 12 seconds in this one. Southern Wesleyan made a three on its opening possession, and it's been all Eagles since. Effenberger, left elbow J won't drop. Off the front iron, Bridgewater bats the ball to himself, and the Eagles bring it front court. Zhao, left corner, catch three ball. All strings for John Zhao. Zhao has matched a career high with 18. And the Eagles lead by 43, 91-48 with 7:02 to play in the second half. Warriors onto the offensive end. Left corner, Flarizard. Three, rounds out, no good left side. Hodgic the board. Eagles push tempo front court. Satterfield into the lane, poked out of his hands and out of bounds, stays with Carson-Newman on the baseline. Tri-Light is your home team internet provider, providing Jefferson City with ultra-fast, ultra-reliable fiber broadband. Let them serve you. Visit trilight.net. This for the Eagles from Zhao. Skying for the rebound is Long. And he gets fouled by Bridgewater. His second, team's eighth. 6:45 to play, second half, 91-48, Eagles by 43. And because of the bonus, march 75 feet the other way for 1-and-1 free throws for Marcus Long. Satterfield, McElhaney, Zhao, Bridgewater, Hodgic on the floor for Carson-Newman, as Long earns the second free throw by making the first. Ivan Hodgic was set to run back on defense. Southern Wesleyan has Edmondson, Flarizard, Long, Eskandari, and Felder on the floor. 2-2 trip for the Warriors. Long, 91-50, the lead for the Eagles. 6:36 to play second half. Nice back cut. Zhao gets it left baseline and throws it up and in with two hands. First 20-point night for John Zhao in his career. He leads all scores, and the Eagles' lead is 43. 93-50 with 6:22 to play second half. Warriors on the offensive end. Felder, right baseline, drives, leaps, passes, a feed. Edmondson, right wing. Edmondson cuts to the cup. Airmails the layup over top of Hodgic. Loose ball, batted out of bounds by Zhao on the left baseline. Shot clock did not reset. Ball did not touch the rim. And the officials now say it did touch the rim, reset it to 20. Clarizard. Inbounds, gets it to Eskandari, head of the key. Bounce over to the right wing for Long. Long chest pass, Eskandari left point. Back to Long on the right wing. Long cuts right elbow, drives right block, gets underneath the basket, kicks out Eskandari left corner. 5 to shoot. Eskandari for the head of the key. Felder, a 3, halfway down and out. Rebound loose, grabbed by Zhao on the right side of the lane. Zhao into the front court, right wing. Hits Hodgetts at the head of the key, feeds Bridgewater, cutting back door. Bridgewater knifes to the cup and lays it in with the left hand off the window. 9 for Caleb Bridgewater. Eagles up by 45, matching their biggest lead. 95-50 with 5:26 to play in the second half. Warriors front court, Eskandari head of the key, missed a 3 badly off to the right. Satterfield the backside board right block. Satterfield knifes front court to the head of the key. Chest pass, Bridgewater, right point, triple, back iron no. Long rebound to the right baseline, chased down by Eskandari. Warriors on the hop to the offensive end. Left wing, Felder. Looks inside, nothing there, gets it to Eskandari right point. Back into the right corner for Felder. Back to Eskandari right corner, his 3. Spins in. First make from range in the second half for the Warriors. They'd started 0 of 11 from deep after halftime. 95-53. Carson-Newman leads, and the Eagles burn a timeout for subs. So we'll step aside for a break as well. Carson-Newman rocking and rolling. Back after this on the Eagle Sports Network.
We love to cheer for our home teams, like the Eagles. It means more when we're rooting for the people we know. Did you know Tri-Lite is your home team internet provider? We're right here in Jefferson City, serving the people we know with our ultra-fast, ultra-reliable fiber broadband network. And we'd love to serve you. Learn more at trilite.net or by calling 833-847-0824. Go Eagles!
At Aramark, this year we go back to our foundation. At Aramark, we are great food and great service with great guests. That is the Aramark way. From coffee at Maples to sandwiches in Stokely, Aramark is here to produce high-quality food for you. A foundation of fresh food, a foundation of speedy service, and a foundation that's built for you, now and for the future. That is the Aramark way.
Into the game for the first time and going to work on the left block is Nahimi Kabaya, who dumps in a right-hand floater off the glass. 97-53, Eagles up with 4:27 to play in the second half. Carson-Newman has dominated this one from start to finish. Warriors tried for a backdoor alley-oop for Felder, but it was too tall. It hits off his hands and goes out of bounds. Carson-Newman ball leading by 44. Browder, right corner with the ball for Carson-Newman. Browder, jab step right foot. Cut off by Felder, gets it to Satterfield between the rings. Satterfield, bounce into the high post, McElhaney left elbow. Screen and roll to Satterfield, kick out Bridgewater left corner. Pump fakes the 3, drives the baseline, hoists up a shot, and draws a foul. 3:57 to play in the second half, and Carson-Newman leads it 97-53. Foul was on Long. Number 4 on him. Number 9 on the Warriors. Bridgewater's first free throw is in. He's got 10. Fourth Eagle into double digits. And now the officials realize that we should have, in fact, stepped aside for another media break. So we will do just that. Carson-Newman in control, 98-58. or 53 on Southern Wesleyan. And we return to Holt Fieldhouse after this on the Eagle Sports Network.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never-frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
What is it that makes you powerful? It's not only having a voice, but knowing that it's heard loud and clear. We understand knowledge can change your life, and that energy will continue to power it. And because you're part of a Touchstone Energy cooperative, we're always listening. Because you're more than just a customer, you're a member. And what's more powerful than that?
AEC, bringing the winning game plan to your team.
3:57 to play in the second half. Carson-Newman has a 98-53 lead over Southern Wesleyan as Bridgewater knocks down his second free throw. And Carson-Newman leads 99-53. With 3:50 to play in the second. Warriors get it front court. Limehouse into the high post for Washington. His 15-footers off the mark. Rebound batted around and taken away by Jack Browder, who dribbles it off of his foot. Canny picks it up. Canny to the rim, lays it up, airballs it. Kabaya, the board for the Eagles. Ian onto the offensive end. Leading 99-53 with 3:20 to play in the second half. Carson-Newman front court. Satterfield turns it over. Taken away by Canty. Outlets it for Allen. Racing to the rim. Curls back out into the left corner. And the Warriors reset in the half court. Limehouse just chucks one up from the right side of the lane and gets it to go from 7 feet out. First points for Sam Limehouse, transfer out of Kentucky Christian. And McElhaney will bring it over the timeline center court with the Eagles leading 99-55. Bridgewater over to the right wing for Browder. Browder knifes to the rim. Browder finger rolls it home with the left hand. Eagles have crested the century mark and lead at 101-55 with 2:25 to play in the second half. Warriors on to the offensive end. Left wing. And out of the head of the key for Limehouse. Back to Allen, left wing. Uncontested three. Balls off the front of the rim, no good. Bridgewater snatches up the rebound. And the Eagles will bring it left to right. Leading by 46, their biggest lead of the night. Bridgewater, left wing. He tries a triple and cans it. Caleb Bridgewater has 13. He matches a career high. And it's 104-55 in favor of Carson-Newman with a $1:47 to play in the second half. Warriors with it front court. Limehouse moves down the right side of the lane, flips one toward the rim. It's no good off the front iron. Satterfield the rebound. Satterfield into the front court. Hits Browder, left wing. He wants a catch. Triple. Knockdown. Jack Browder into double figures for the first time in his career. He's got 12, and the Eagles are up 52. 107-55. Bridgewater a near steal on the perimeter. And the Warriors get the ball out of bounds. Minute 14 to play. Eagles up by 52. Carson-Newman, this one treading into largest margins of victory under Chuck Benson. In fact, if this result stays, it would be. Limehouse into the right corner for Felder. 5 on the shot clock, gets it to Canty, lost the handle on it. Satterfield will scoop it up and get shoved into the table as the Clock expires, and we just got pushed back about 3 feet, and that's all right. We still have power. Within that, there was a foul on Canty. His third, the team's 10th, and so it means 2 free throws for Jarius Satterfield. So Satterfield to the stripe, looking to extend this lead, and he does by making the first free throw. One more free throw for Jarius Satterfield. And he's 2 for 2. 109-55, Eagles up by 54. Warriors onto the offensive end. Left wing for Limehouse. Limehouse twirling around in the corner. Gets it back out to Allen at the head of the key for a Felder right wing three. Felder knocks that one down. .109-58, Eagles by 51 with 22 seconds left. Shot clock is off, and Carson-Newman can dribble out the final moments in this one. It has been dominance from start to finish for the Eagles. Southern Wesleyan made the first bucket of the game, then the Eagles answered with a 16-0 run and win this one, running away. The final score from Holt Fieldhouse, it's Carson-Newman 109 and Southern Wesleyan 58. Eagles, sheer dominance. Career highs for John Zhao, Caleb Bridgewater, and Jack Browder. As Carson-Newman has 5 players finish in double figures, and the Eagles cruise to a 109-58 win, the first 50-plus point win for Chuck Benson in his tenure as head coach at Carson-Newman. Final score from Holt Fieldhouse, it's Carson-Newman 109 and Southern Wesleyan 58. Domino's postgame report is headed your way when we come back after this on the Eagle Sports Network.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
Grab a slice. Our coverage of CN Hoops continues with the Domino's postgame report on the Eagle Sports Network.
Since 1916, a lot of independent agents have recommended auto owner's insurance, and a lot of parents have taken that recommendation to heart. So have a lot of their children and grandchildren and great-grandchildren. As we celebrate our first 100 years, Auto Owners Insurance thanks all those who have put their trust in us, and all the generations who will.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City has deals for Carson-Newman students. Bring in your valid student ID when you order for pickup or delivery, and Domino's in Jefferson City will give you a steaming hot large one-topping pizza for $4.99. That's a large one-topping pizza for Carson-Newman students for $4.99 at Domino's in Jeff City. Call 865-471-6700 to order. That's 865-471-6700. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
This is the Domino's post-game report on the Eagle Sports Network.
The outlet to Nick Brennigan, racing to the rim. Finger rolls it home with the right hand.
Your stats breakdown, a conversation with Chuck Benson, and player interviews are all headed your way. Today's game is also brought to you in part by Appalachian Electric Cooperative. We're AEC, powering the Eagles and Mossy Creek. By Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles. By the Eagle Club, the family of Eagles. By Pepsi, that's what I like. By Magaha Electric, providing quality electrical services and products to East Tennessee for more than 40 years. By InterDigital, IT support and marketing, laser focused on your success. By the Bible Insurance Agency, the agency that service built. By the Aramark, a foundation of fresh food and speedy service. By Lisa's Country Kitchen, the best food for the best prices. By the Tennessee National Guard, a generation of volunteers. By Food City, value every day. By Tri-Light, dream big with gig. By Quality Suites of Morristown, an official hotel of the Carson-Newman Eagles. And by ShopCNEagles.com, the official online store of the Carson-Newman Eagle. Let's head back to the arena and the voice of the Eagles, Adam Cavalier.
All right, well, Carson-Newman prevails over Southern Wesleyan by a final score of 109-58, and what didn't go right? You pick just about anything, and Carson-Newman can say that it did it. I don't know how else to say it. This was a dominant one. Carson-Newman absolutely controlled it from start to finish. Carson-Newman gets its largest margin of victory under head coach Chuck Benson. Eagles fell behind 3-0 and then didn't let up. It was a 16-0 run that gave Carson-Newman a double-digit lead with less than 5 minutes into the game, and it was a double-digit lead that Carson-Newman would never relinquish. Eagles had 16-0, 12-0, and an 18-0 run spanning the first half, and led by 34 at the halftime break, and then continued to play well once it emptied the bench. And I don't think Carson-Newman had a starter on the floor over the final 12 minutes or so of this one. It results in a career high for John Zhao. It results in a career high for Jack Browder. It results in a career high for Caleb Bridgewater. Good night. I don't know what else to tell you. This was a good one. And it was a game where Carson-Newman performed well for the entirety of the 40 minutes. They shoot 64% from the field. They shot a better percentage in the second half at 68% than they did in the first half. They out-rebounded Southern Wesleyan by 16. They had 27 assists on 40 made baskets. They had 12 steals. You point to anything, and I suppose this is what happens when you beat a team by 51, but you point to anything, and it was in Carson-Newman's favor by a significant margin. Eagles bench had 60 points tonight. They had 52 points in the paint. Again, pick something, and it's in Carson-Newman's favor. Absolute insanity out of the Eagles tonight. And it came with balance. John Zhao has 20 off the bench. Caleb Bridgewater has 14 off the bench. Jack Browder has 12 off the bench. Ren Dyer has a double-double with 13 and 11. I feel like we missed a free throw on our stats from Bryant Thomas, and this might be a 109-58 or a 110-58 margin for Carson-Newman. Got to check with the book to see about that. But, again, you pick something, literally anything, and you name it. Tyler Bowens, who didn't score today, has a career-high 5 assists. Incredible performance by Carson-Newman in this one. And to play without letting up. You have a game like this where you're ahead by 34. You could see a second half where you let the plot slip a little bit. And that didn't happen. That did not happen today for Carson-Newman. Time now to choose our AEC electrifying play of the day, and we'll give it to John Zhao with his fast break sprint to get to his 20th point and a career-high 20th point. John Zhao's bucket is our AEC electrifying play of the day. Make the right call for energy efficiency and score big savings today. AEC, they are member-owned and service-driven, bringing value to everyday life. After all, you're not just a utility customer. You are a co-op member. So Carson-Newman prevails by a final score of 109-58. Still to come on the Domino's post-game report. We will check in with head men's basketball coach Chuck Benson and hear from a few players as well, but a lot to like about Carson-Newman's performance in this one, and a lot to like about the fact that the Eagles were able to get so many different players involved in the outcome and the final score. Really just a tremendous all-around effort here today for Carson-Newman against a Southern Wesleyan team that, let's not forget, had a win over UNC Pembroke last season. Hadn't quite found its footing yet this season, but certainly anybody who's from the George Pitts coaching tree is going to end up finding their way. So Carson-Newman prevails by a final score of 109 to 58 over the Southern Wesleyan Warriors, and Carson-Newman certainly gets the job done with the largest margin of victory in Chuck Benson's tenure as Carson-Newman's head men's basketball coach. Adam Cavalier alongside the Eagles head man, Chuck Benson, here on the Domino's post-game report. Chuck, left no doubt in this one. Southern Wesleyan hit a three early on, and then, what do? Score 16 straight, and then what do you do later? Score 12 straight, and then go on an 18-0 run to go up by 34 at the halftime break. What did you see out of your team? Just a dominant effort, but also you left no quarter. There was no let-up in this one.
No quarter. I like that reference.
You're speechless.
I am speechless. Well, the sheer fact that you went with No Quarter, which was a really old, fabulous Led Zeppelin song. Very few would know that, except myself. But
I wasn't making reference to that. I was making reference to old Battlefield.
I know what you're, and that's
I
know exactly what you're talking about, and that's the theme of that song.
You know what I forgot to do? You know what we said we were doing this year, and that was that I was bringing you in with an insult, and I didn't do it. So
fire away.
Let me restart. I'm Adam Cavalier, alongside Carson-Newman head men's basketball coach Chuck Benson, a man who genuinely does not wash his hands after using the bathroom. Chuck.
Guilty as charged.
Let me move my chair. What'd you see out of your team today?
Well, first of all, I thought we defended at a really, really high level. From points allowed to impacting their efficiency overall, and from three. That was sort of the charge that we gave our team, and they followed through with that. Now the offense came because we were able to get stops and then turn transition opportunities into points. This is what we performed. It was all about us, as we told us, about us. Let's see what we're going to do. It really wasn't about the opponent, though we had focuses on scout. But really, it was about us, and I was really pleased with the way we followed through with the things we made a huge issue about.
It really was, for the most part, defense leading to offense, but led to so many different guys getting involved.
Yeah.
John Zhao, a career high, first career 20-point game. Caleb Bridgewater matches a career high. Jack Browder, a new career high. Tyler Bowens has a career high, 5 assists. so many different guys got involved in this one. How gratifying is that to see?
Well, I'm glad that it was a situation where we could play everybody that suited up. And we don't give away minutes to anybody. These guys deserve the right and have earned the right. We were able to do that today, and literally everybody that got on the court added value, whether it was on the offense, defensive end. So I was pleased with that. But yeah, you mentioned, John had I thought really a fantastic day, shot making. Yeah.
Your dad wants me to tell you that you need to play better defense.
Need to remind you he has dementia. So let's clarify that right now. So, but anyway,
you went there, didn't you?
Well, yeah. he trust me, he'll get a kick out of it. He'll enjoy that one more than anybody.
Good. I'm glad.
But Zal was good. Career high. You mentioned Bridge Tyne His. Jack came opener. He had tons of family and friends from Kingsport in here today, and he had an outstanding performance. So many guys, like you said, Kev. There's not just one guy. I mean, Luke Brennigan played an incredible first half, and I didn't play him all the second half. And just so many guys. This is the kind of home opener you want to have, where everybody adds value and everybody gets some skin in the game, so to speak. And I'm really proud of the way we performed in multiple ways.
You bring up so many guys adding value. I do want to focus in on Luke Brennigan a little bit, purely for the fact that his opening weekend, not his usual efficient self. He came into this game shooting 16% from the field and comes out and does what you would expect and buries his first 5 threes.
Yeah, well, when I tell you I was never for one second worried about Luke Brennigan making shots, I mean that hard. The guy and several of our other players work in practice, work out of practice, and make the investment necessary to be good shot makers. And those guys have seen a lot of shots going in their careers. And so for him to step up and do what he did, that's exactly what I thought he would do.
Anything else you want to unpack? It feels like so much happened. I mean, you literally dominated everything. Rebounds, assists, blocks, steals. Your bench scored 60 points. Anything else you want to add?
Just, it's early in the year, and we're trying to show consistency in the things that are big deals to us, the things that we feel like give us the best chance to compete and position ourselves to win games. And Gav, after you and I have been doing this for over a decade together now, like our defense is a big deal to us. We want to be a more efficient and elite rebounding team. We want to take care of the basketball. So, and all that's within the box of the court. We also want to have great relationships, great unity, great cohesion for the good days and the bad days. And I think we are seeing positive steps in all those areas.
Turn your attention to a bit of a collector's item. I think it's the first time.
I'll add this. I'm sitting down here in the Eagle Club. I see one of my longtime assistants, Dave Gorman, just exited stage left with a plethora of tacos from the taco bar down there.
Veteran move.
Yeah.
Veteran move.
He exited before anybody knew what was going on.
Glad to see these interviews are already in mid-season form. So collector's item, after you interrupted me, sir.
Excuse me.
Tab will let you have that one later.
Yes.
You play on a Wednesday before Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
That's not happened. A 2 o'clock tip at Clayton State. What do you have to do tough to improve upon a 52 or 51 point win? But what's the next step when you go to the lock to face the Lakers?
Well, obviously we're out of school this week, so our guys have some extra time to rest. Sunday's our off day. We'll get back together on Monday, start locking in on our preparation. And then make that drive to south of Atlanta. I'm very excited. It's a really, really talented team. I think they will potentially be contenders for the Peach Belt. They'll be pushing for region tournament appearance. So it's going to be a great challenge for us. But I'm excited about it. I mean, I remember last time you and I went down there. It's been the
one of the all-time greats.
Yeah. So it's been a while, but I'm excited. that we get this kind of test early before we get back in here to Holt next Saturday.
All right, Chuck, pleasure as always. Congrats on the largest margin of victory in your career, 51-point win.
Thanks, Cap.
That is Carson-Newman head men's basketball coach Chuck Benson. Domino's postgame report rolls on. John Zhao to the microphone. When we get back after this on the Eagle Sports Network.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long, from the morning with their $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
At Aramark, this year we go back to our foundation. At Aramark, we are great food and great service with great guests. That is the Aramark way. From coffee at Maples to sandwiches in Stokely, Aramark is here to produce high-quality food for you. A foundation of fresh food, a foundation of speedy service, and a foundation that's built for you, now and for the future. That is the Aramark way.
Miss out on tonight's postgame interviews? Check cneagles.com for stats, recaps, and videos from tonight's games. We close out the Domino's postgame report in 60 seconds on the Eagle Sports Network.
Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles. Call 423-585-4000 for the Carson-Newman rate. Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles. Call 423-585-4000 for the Carson-Newman rate. Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles. Call 423-585-4000 for the Carson-Newman rate. Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles. Call 423-585-4000 for the Carson-Newman rate. Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles.
Tri-Light is proud to support Carson-Newman Athletics. We salute the student athletes who are working hard to make great things happen on the field, in the classroom, and in the world. It takes vision, commitment, and teamwork, qualities we share at Tri-Light. Our mission is to provide life-changing opportunities by building a world-class fiber broadband network. If you'd like to learn more, please visit trilight.net or call us at 833-847-0824.
All right, back on the Domino's post-game report as Carson-Newman triumphs over the Southern Wesleyan Warriors by a final score of 109-58. Joined now by our Food City player of the game, John Zhao. John, 14 minutes, maximized. 20 points, that's a career high, hyper-efficient. 7 of 11 from the field, 4 of 6 from 3. What keyed your offensive effort today?
It comes back to, my focus before the game and just, I've been really trying to, center my life around doing better with the people around me and being more focused on God and, trying to do what He wants me to do. And I think most of my points, almost all of them, came from assists. And so it just goes to show, my teammates, they trust in me and they believe in me. And I just went out there and played off of them, and I ended up scoring however I did. And
you bring up the assists. That was something that certainly reigns true as a whole. 27 assists on 40 made baskets as a unit. When Tyler Bowens is dishing out a career-high 5, things are probably cooking at a pretty high level. What was it about sharing the basketball that it presented itself so effectively today?
Well, they were running a pack line, I guess, or kind of packing it in. So our bigs are extremely unselfish. They don't care to share the ball, and it just goes to show that we trust each other. We're self-disciplined enough to make the right choices, and then we're all playing, as a unit, and it just worked out for us.
You have a career high. Caleb Bridgewater matches his career high. Jack Browder is 3 games into his career, but he has a career high. It feels like everybody contributed, and everybody contributed in a major way. How gratifying is that to see so many guys do so much?
It just goes to show how deep this team is and how, no matter what happens, any given night, any player could go out there and perform to a high standard and Coach even said this before the game. Like, it doesn't matter who it is, who we play against. Any one person could show up and deliver the game that we need on that particular day.
What does it say about this team that you take that 34-point lead into the halftime locker room and then are able to build on it, and build on it with guys like Luke Brennigan only plays 22 minutes. The starters were done by, I want to say the under 16, or I think Luke might have been out there for the under 12. That this team was able to build out a lead and keep the execution at a high level late.
Yeah, CB was actually talking about this before, saying that, like, no matter who we play, it's about us and what we do. And so we went out there and we just didn't worry about the scoreboard. We controlled what we could control, and we came out and did exactly what we did in the first half and built upon that lead.
All right, John Zhao, thanks for the time. Congrats on a career-high 20.
Thank you. God is good.
That is sophomore guard John Zhao. Quickly around the shopseeandeagles.com scoreboard while Jack Browder gets into position. We've got a final in Super Region 2 football action. Wingate rolls past Virginia Union in the opening round of the NCAA playoffs, 32-7. And with 8:45 to play in the third quarter in its first career playoff appearance, Limestone trails West Florida 31-6 with 8:45 to play in the third quarter. We continue on the Domino's postgame report. Adam Cavalier alongside freshman guard forward Jack Browder. Jack, your Holt Fieldhouse debut, probably couldn't ask for much more. A flawless 5 of 5 from the field, a career high 12 points to go along with 4 rebounds. What keyed the effort for you in Game 3 after an opening weekend where you didn't find the bottom of the cup, but today you do in a major way?
I think it just we came in this game really focusing on us, and we knew that we could score the ball at a high rate in this game. We knew that coming in, and I think what contributed to that was just everybody willing to pass the ball. I mean, we had 27 assists, I think. I mean, that's amazing, and I think that's what contributed, really, everybody sharing the ball.
How much of that passing is attributed, or how much of that passing attributes then to the fact that you shoot 64% as a team?
Oh yeah, I mean that's the whole key. I mean, coach preaches ball reversals, getting it to multiple sides of the floor in one possession, and I think we did that at an exceptional rate tonight, and it showed in the field goal percentages, 60+ from both from 3 and in the field. I mean, that's amazing too. I mean, that's a testament to our willing to share the ball and our trust in our teammates as well.
All right, turn your attention now to a pre-Thanksgiving, hopefully, feast at the Lock in Morrow, Georgia. You take on the Clayton State Lakers, a team that has made regional appearances in the last few years. What is there to improve upon from this one when you take on a pretty high-quality club on Wednesday?
Yeah, we know they're going to be, they're going to be good coming in, away game, a good road trip away, and we know that we've really been focusing on ourselves this past week, just really cleaning up everything that we need to fix, and I think we need to focus on that coming into Monday and the earlier week, and then really focusing on that game and then have a good Thanksgiving break and a good meal from CB.
All right, Jack, thanks for the time, and good luck Wednesday at Clayton State.
Sir, thank you.
That is freshman combo guard forward Jack Browder as the Eagles pick up the win 109-58 over the Southern Wesleyan Warriors. That does it for us today here on the Eagle Sports Network. For our entire crew, Skip Roberts running the show back inside of network control. Our director tonight was Gary LaPrairie, our replay operator Ian Johnson, and our fantastic camera crew, KJ Larabeau, Katie Denton, Burke Rothgreb, and Rick Gentahome. I'm Adam Cavalier. Thanks for joining us. Once again, the final score from Holt Fieldhouse. Carson-Newman rolls victorious 109-58 over Southern Wesleyan. Hang around. You can catch Carson-Newman women's basketball online at cneagles.com/live. We'll be back at it on the airwaves of the Eagles Sports Network on Tuesday when Carson-Newman women's basketball takes on Wayne State from Detroit at 5 p.m. That's a 4:45 airtime here on the ESN. Next presentation of men's basketball, 2 p.m. on Wednesday from Clayton State. Airtimes at 1:45. Thanks for joining us, and we will talk to you on Wednesday. Have a good night, everybody.